Well then, there you have it. We asked for a reaction and we got one. Stood here down outside of the Leicester stand as Newcastle beat Leicester 4-0. Yeah, there's been a lot of questions this week of the players, of Eddie Howe, and we got the reaction today. Look, I'm not going to get massively carried away. We were still playing, a promoted side, but a promoted side with a new manager, a bit of a bounce. They hadn't lost under Van Nistelrooy until they came to St James's Park, and we picked them apart today. Big up to some, I think Gordon, look, there was some, I can name the whole side, to be honest. Hall, thought was fantastic. Isak, I thought was great today. Bruno obviously got himself a goal. Jacob Murphy, we will talk about more in this video. But for me, Anthony Gordon, take a bow. He was the man very early on in that game, where we've talked about this a lot. Going into games, not having that spark, not having that edge. He was the player from the minute one who was not shy, who did not cower away. He was on it very, very quick and led the way today. So yes, straight away, comments down below on Newcastle's 4-0 win against Leicester. Yeah, we've been talking about this one, we've been talking about going into the Brentford game and the Cup game and what this means for us, what this could mean for Eddie Howe, and we've shot off to a great start. I want to take this quick moment in the video to say a big thank you to all the patrons who support the channel. I've put a new video over on Patreon. I did a video with Matty from the Magpie channel where we talk a little bit about this game, but also going into the January window and what we can hope to expect. Because as I say, I think the eyes today, so if you were interested in that video, go and click the link in the description, go and check out the Patreon. They're all free videos to watch on there, so go and have a look. And if you want to support the channel a little bit further, you can do as well. But as I said, the eyes were definitely on the players, definitely on Eddie Howe today. The eyes will be on the ownership and what we do in the January window very, very soon. But that's the thing. We know that we maybe haven't spent what we want, and this is the thing with Jacob Murphy today. There was moments today where I was literally saying, imagine if those chances fell to Mbeumo. Look, we saw it against Liverpool. We saw Murphy miss a couple of key chances. We've seen it all season, and we see it a lot. Literally moments after I said, imagine if that wasn't Murphy. Imagine if that chance fell to somebody else. Is that the deal with Murphy? It's because other teams don't think they have to mark him. It just gives them opportunity after opportunity. Thankfully, he goes and gets himself 2 goals today. That's one thing, and that's the thing. That's why I won't get hugely carried away today. I will talk a little bit about the game in the second in a little bit more detail. But when Newcastle is rocking, we are rocking. You can hear the songs playing out behind me. You can see the fans walking out of the stadium there. When we get going, we get going. And look, once we got the first goal, come out second half, we dominated the first half. We were all over them. To credit to Leicester, I don't think they didn't come out. They played more attacking. They tried harder to play football against us than the likes of West Ham did. I thought Leicester were quite open. There was times where they didn't have a single defender in their half. There was times where the closest person to their goal, other than their goalkeeper, was Alexander Isak. So it wasn't like Leicester turned up and went, right, play like 2 banks of 5. We're going to hold on for dear life today, and we're going to just try and get anything from this game. No, they came out. They tried to play football, which, in fairness, played exactly into our hands. Because we've talked, and this is again why I'm not going to get overly carried away. I am excited. I have had a couple of beers. I am looking forward to go and have a couple of more after I finish this video. So let me know down below how you celebrated Newcastle's 4-0 win today. But it gave us opportunities. I'll be interested to see how we go on. I'll be interested to see what happens in the Brentford game. I'll be interested in the Cup. I'll be interested to see how we line up, whether we make changes. Great to see Asula get a little bit of time at the end of the game today as well. But really, I think Leicester kind of played it in our hands a little bit. They kind of came out to play football, and as soon as they get the pass wrong or we get on them quick, there was space to get in, and I think that's why Isak looked unplayable today. They talk about 100 million, and again, it was a promoted side. We talk about 100 million striker, like you can't buy one. You cannot buy an Alexander Isak in the market right now, except for Alexander Isak. It just doesn't exist. There is just not a player out there who carries the ball like he did. The face he made when he skinned 3 Leicester players and laid it off to Murphy and it blazed it over the bar. The crowd going, ah. Isak looked distraught. Isak unplayable. Murphy. And again, because I've said it myself, you know, it's easy to criticise Eddie Howe. The players have got to go out there and show what they can do as well, you know? And I think we did that today. They looked up for it. And that, yeah. And we have seen that before. We saw it against Liverpool. We saw it in the first half against Brentford. I think when it becomes tough is when we are a goal down or 2 goals down. Today, it played into our hands. It kind of, and that's the credit of us, you know. There's a bit of a help off Leicester as well, because as I say, they didn't come out to defend. They tried to play football against us, and we played football better than they did. But as I say, we had all the ball in the first half. We were trying to connect the dots. We were trying to put the ball in the back of the net. Thankfully, we did, and then go into half-time at 1-0. And you're just kind of hoping that we come out and take over. And what more could you ask for than a Bruno header at the back stick to make it 2-0? Bruno, the captain, who lost the toss today again. So he hasn't been too lucky with that one. So we did have to kick the wrong, well, up the hill, as it were, and then back down again. But Bruno, who was taking a lot of criticism as well. Like, you could see it with when Murphy scored. His celebration was a little bit of that. You know, it was like, what was that? And I'll take the hit on that one, lads. Don't you worry about that. I'll take the hit, because I was the one in the group chat going, imagine if Mbeumo was playing instead of Murphy. How many goals would we have had this season? Well, he shut me up. I think he probably shut a few fans up. I was going, 7 more years for Murphy. Maybe not, but I think that's the confidence that flows. That's the confidence with a winning team. You look at the times when Eddie Howe was taking us to the Champions League. You know, we were like unbeatable, and that was the feeling that we carried from game to game to game. Like, it didn't matter who we played, where we were, whether it was home, whether it was away. We just carried that confidence into every single game. We aren't there right now. But when Bruno scored the goal for the start of the second half, yeah, we were there, and it was just how many at that point, because as I say, Leicester, and again, I suppose you can continue to credit them, even at 2-0, they didn't go, right, let's just shut it up, that's 2-0 loss at St James's. They were still trying to play, which again was perfect for us, because every time we got the ball, there was gaps at the back, and when you've got as I say, Isak and Gordon absolutely rocking, and they're all trying to mark them. By the way, Murphy's stood over there, totally unmarked. Right, well, how many times should we set him up? And thankfully, I think he scored about a half. I think he had four chances for Murphy, and he scored 2 of them. Big up Lewis Hall. Him and Gordon on the left-hand side are just like unplayable, you know. But it's the consistency, and that's what we've got to get into. I think it was a great day today, great confidence boost, great 3 points, great for the fans, great for the players, great for Eddie Howe. We've got to keep it going. You know, that has been Newcastle's season, inconsistency. We'll have these games, then we don't, then we do, then we don't. The criticism was we only got up for the big games. You know, Murphy doing a bit of this. You could talk about the fans. You could talk about Alan Shearer saying that these players need to get up for the games that aren't the big 6. And they did that today, and that's all you can ask. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments on the big 4-0 win for Newcastle. Did you expect it? Did you not expect it? And are you happy about it? And, you know, let's hear who was your man of the match down below as well. As I mentioned already, big up to Matty from the Magpie channel. If you've not subscribed to him already, check him out on YouTube. Go and check the video we did separately talking all about what we hope to see this January window. Link in the description to the Patreon. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your night, and I'll catch you later.